theory of why Randy.
But you know, Latoya and that
And that
jazzercise
headband.
headband. She was front and center.
So now y'all know Randy is Janet's manager.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from her.
And who does Randy have beef with?
Jermaine.
And whose son is in the place?
Jermaine.
And his oldest son was in the original movie. He played Jermaine in the.
And he's that's also Jafar is the baby of his ex-wife that he has kids by. So it's a lot.
So that's
the one when his wife left him and went with Jermaine.
Step nephew.
Yes, yes, and cousin brothers.
My cousin brothers.
So Jafar was the
oldest of
the rebound kid. I don't even know what to explain it. Rebound side kid. I don't know.
Something insane.
Did Jafar ever meet Michael?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen. There's been some pictures I've seen. I think of them near each other. But
all right, now the one thing I had a question about in the movie was the Beat It video. Like, was he really talking to them gangbangers? Is he really getting the gangbangers together?
So there was something that I read earlier that it was kind of like yes and no.
Okay.
Like, yes, they were there and all of that, but nah, this nigga, he ain't get them to sign no peace treaty or nothing like that. Like,
that's what it felt like.
Man, we gonna change the world.
Nah, that ain't.
And then, like, even if you did the movie, you should show where he got the moonwalk from the brothers from Soul Train. Like, it could have been a thing where you saw him watching Soul Train.
And like, Jeffrey Daniels.
Jeffrey Daniels. He had him teach him. You know. He popped up.
Turbo.
He popped up at Soul Train was like, hey, who the dude that do that?
Yeah, because that's how he was looking at Soul Train and what's my man Turbo? Because it's a doc with Turbo. He said Mike used to bring him out to the crib and they used to just teach him how to dance.
Oh wow, yeah, that's Jermaine has 11 kids total. He has 12 kids total. Sorry, 12 kids. Jermaine.
But Mike's daughter not fucking with the movie either, though.
Nah.
His oldest son. I don't even know if the youngest son is.
We shouldn't have done this if everybody wasn't gonna be down and like it really give their input into this film. And I know you don't need everybody's input, but then why are we doing this in the first place? To a certain extent, is what I kind of felt, And it's like the state is trying to, and the state, and maybe this is an estate thing. I don't know if it's a Catherine thing. But I felt that movie was basically Mike did some fucked up stuff, maybe, but this is why. If that makes sense. Like, and remember the part where he's like, I don't want to do no drugs. Okay,
this movie was big. This was a big fuck you to Joe. That's what this movie was. Yeah. It was F you Joe. And we love Catherine. This was like it made sure to make Joe the villain. Like with the American Dream, he was the villain, but it wasn't blatant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right? Like he's popping up in the dark in Mike's room and stuff, like a villain would do. Like sitting in there, I've been waiting for you, Mike. Like damn, like you got me scared.
That damn.
I like how he was sitting with Don King.
With that
Don King, like, what's in it for? Is Michael gonna be there?
Dion Cole. Dion Cole as Don King is brilliant. Brilliant. I love it.
Is Mike gonna be there?
Love it. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Like overall, what I mean, go through some of your notes, Stacey. What were your issues that you had, or questions, or comments?
Note the first thing that I wrote: Joseph and this nose looks like Coma Domingo wearing a fake nose. That's my first note that I wrote. I wasn't too keen on the casting for Susan DePass.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't too keen on
that. It's just because Vanessa Williams was so damn good as a casting of her in American Dream. Now that's the problem because they look just alike in real life.
The hair color is what threw me off
because she wears her blonde.
Like
because her hair was dark in the movie.
And then so there's a part where I said, when did Never Can Say Goodbye come out? Because they singing a little bit too early for me.
They did.
Because I thought they was doing like Jackie Wilson songs.
It was like they was a little too early for that. I said the blue shirts. I said I remember those blue shirts, the blue shirts and the white pants from American Dream, but it's a different show that they perform at with those shirts on. They sang Twist and Shout, and they were watching, and Michael was watching Jackie Wilson from behind the stage. But with this version, it was this. They did this to show Gladys Knight's involvement in discovering the Jackson 5. Because like everybody feels like, oh, it was Diana Ross, and it's like, well, no,
because they performed after her at the
right. There's some nuance to that. I said, oh, Joe had beef with Barry early on, like so.
Well, it showed that in the Jackson American Dream too.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, the fact that both movies mention how Joe felt about Michael being really close to Barry, it's like, okay, well, if they didn't said it in both movies,
it's true.
That's true. Yeah. That Joseph was definitely threatened by by Barry Gordon.
Right. We got this, Joe. Worry about getting them on schedule.
Right. Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. I said I miss Jason Weaver.
Oh,
I did. I miss Jason Weaver. The little boy playing Michael. Again, like it's weird to say a throwaway kid. Like he could have been anybody. Like there was nothing that stood out about him. Like I miss Jason Weaver. And I said also I don't believe the young MJ is really singing. Like I know that he's not. I know that he's lip syncing, but he looks like he's lip syncing.
Yeah, 100%. He looks like he's lip syncing.
He looks like he's lip syncing. Or I said, yeah, both movies show Barry encouraging MJ to ask questions. Like they always nail the Encino property.
They do.
They always nail the Encino property, like to the point of like I can just see the property and know that's Encino. Like that's the Encino property. And I said I know this is the MJ movie, but it's like the brothers weren't needed. They could have cast anybody and it wouldn't have made a difference. Bottom line, there wasn't enough Tito.
I could have played Tito.
Needed bigger. Think
about people don't understand the brilliance of Tito. He knew that nobody would know who he was, so he started wearing his name on his shirt and on his hats for you'll know what Jackson I am. I'm Tito.
He wanted to be a baseball player.
Yep.
He wasn't trying to be out there playing guitar. My brother, the biggest star in the world. What I got to sing for?
And one thing, to me, one of the biggest ones that could have been in the movie for Thriller in his origin story, pre-villain origin story, is the reason he wanted to go solo is because he did The Wiz. And he got to do something by himself. And that's when he was like, and he was hanging out in New York. He had his own apartment. He was doing stuff by himself. And he was like, I think I want to do this more like full time. And that's how we got off the wall. But they don't mention that. They commit a whole scene him being a scarecrow. And him and Diana Ross. I ain't saying y'all got to go into their deep relationship, but you could have had them working on The Wiz and her saying, like, you know, I went solo too, Mike.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't nothing wrong with you going solo.
I wanted to see some Studio 54 Mike, man.
Right? I wanted him to show Mike though with his other voice too. Like where like he'd be like, and maybe let's see what he's with this lawyer, and he's like, that's your real voice? Yeah, I'll be doing that for the public and stuff. I got a very own point.
So I mentioned the nose. There's a scene where they show that Michael had a nose job, right? Mm-hmm. Or at least one nose job. And so with the first nose job that they show, I remember looking and thinking to myself, that's not that nose. At this point, he's already had a nose job because his nose is way too small. Like even with LaToya, like when people talk about LaToya, nobody talks about LaToya's first nose. First nose LaToya versus the noses that she ended up having. The nose, like when they did the nose job scene, that Mike's nose was already small. He had already had a nose job after The Wiz by the time they did that one. And then
so he had a nose job before The Wiz?
So no, I'm saying that so at The Wiz that Mike's nose was really big. And by the time then he does Off the Wall. So between Off the Wall to Thriller, that ain't the same nose.
Yeah.
That's a different nose. But simply put, by the time they show the nose job, he has a smaller nose. He doesn't have the original Negro nose.
So yes, but it's the small things like that you can correct though.
It's little small things. And like, ladies and gentlemen, just know that I am obsessed with celebrities and their nose jobs because it just tickles me. Like I'll see something, I'm like, oh, look at old nose Tyra. I'm like, oh, like that's second nose Halle Berry. Because people don't think, they don't talk about it. Like second nose Halle Berry was the one that was doing all the black movies. Okay. In the early career. Third nose Halle Berry ain't had a black lead male since she got that third nose.
Yeah, we ain't seen Halle since shit.
Yeah.
Losing Isaiah. I don't know. Not Baps.
Since she was strictly business. And since once she got rid of that mushroom and went to the pixie, whole different nose, whole different hairstyle. It's her third nose. But anywho, moving forward, that nose was getting smaller and smaller. Like to the point of the smaller it got, it didn't look like Michael. Jafar didn't look like Michael anymore.
I see what you're saying.
I said, where is Michael De Lorenzo when you need him when they was doing the Beat It video?
Yeah.
Yara Shahidi could have been Nola Ray.
Ooh. Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah. I can see it.
I love that they brought up MTV.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love that they brought that up. I love that they brought that up. And I think I just recently learned, because I always thought that like when MTV played him, that he was finally like the first Black artist to be played on MTV. He wasn't.
Who was?
Is it Rick James?
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Because I want to get this right.
Or was it?
And if I'm right, if what I remember, if I'm not making this up, and I'm absolutely right.
Oh, Past the Dutchie by the
yes.
That's the first Black. Wow.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Wow.
I just learned that like within the last week or so, I learned that. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to share this, because the fact that they wouldn't play Michael Jackson, but they played Past the Dutchie.
And they're not even American.
That's what's up.
Nope, they're not even American.
That's one of them. That's just one of them where you just got to say, that's what's up. Shout out my nigga Gucci. Like, that's it. There was some little boy they kept on showing in the audience during Motown 25, and it made me wonder if that was supposed to be Webster.
No. Remember, I think if you go to the original performance, I think they show a little kid in the audience just
maybe
like,
they do. I need to go
I think it's just supposed to be whoever that kid. I don't think it was like no celebrity or nothing.
So I mentioned Deion Cole as Don King. The slow motion of the Pepsi commercial, when the fire is in his hair and the slow motion.
Yeah, I didn't have CGI too of his hair burning too.
The CGI bubbles.
Yes.
Yeah.
The CGI bubbles.
It's so unnecessary. Like they have trained chimps that could have easily done this.
So Mike really didn't move out to after Thriller until he got his own the Neverland Ranch.
He moved out in '88, so he could have moved out. He didn't want to leave Catherine.
He didn't move out too bad. Damn.
He didn't move out to '88. He stayed there. He eventually got an apartment.
He was just stacking up.
No, I'm sorry, not an apartment. He had an apartment outside of Encino. So like Daryl said, he had an apartment in New York. Mm-hmm. But he didn't. When he moved out of the Encino property, he moved into Neverland.
I always thought Neverland was like after Thriller.
He just stayed at home, stacked his money so he could put out his down payment.
Took care of moms because dad was out here cheating.
Held it down. All right, I said if Michael would have had a dry afro, would he have experienced the same injury during the Pepsi commercial?
No, it was the activator.
It was the activator.
The juice. Yeah. Flammable.
Okay, so Michael, there's a scene with Michael performing Human Nature during the Victory Tour. Mm-hmm. And I wrote, I'm so glad that I did not see Human Nature during the Victory Tour. Do not piss me off. I'd have been so angry. There's nothing worse than going to a concert and then a song gets played by the artist and they do a different melody.
Hey, This cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.